Hey everybody, it's Chris Eads, known online as Wootini, here with another Gay Gamer video podcast. I'll start very quickly with Star Wars, which just came out. The Last Jedi, the next chapter in the saga, and sadly the last one for Princess Leia. Poor Carrie Fisher. So, as a send-off for Carrie Fisher, it's solid. I really enjoyed it. It's a great movie. It's funny because just like The Force Awakens was very much like Star Wars, The Last Jedi feels very much like Empire Strikes Back. Like, it's a lot of middle, and there's a lot of, like, everybody's in their different locations and having their separate adventures, and I was actually a little concerned by the midway point that this wasn't going to come together in the end. And it doesn't necessarily come together as satisfyingly as it did in Empire, but they do bring the threads back around again, and it's okay. But the only complaint that I have with The Last Jedi is that it has more endings than Return of the King. Like, seriously, every time I thought, you know, oh, okay, this is where they're going to leave us, it would continue. And there'd be another big action scene, and I'm just like, wait. Oh, okay, so this is where they're going to end it. No, there's still more. And I'm like, oh my god, is this where they're going to end it? No, there's still more. So the movie ends up feeling, like, longer than it is. Not that that's a bad thing, because it's never boring. Like, at no point is it boring. I just feel like it's a lot. And I feel like it didn't, like, structurally, it's just kind of like scene, and scene. So it didn't, like, I got confused. There's like 8 endings. It's a bit much. Also, I know that people were complaining about the Porgs ahead of time, and I'm like, whatever. People complained about the Ewoks. But no. I hate the Porgs. The Porgs are no Ewoks. I will tell you that right now. Because the Porgs serve no purpose except to be cute. At least the Ewoks, while they look like cute cuddly teddy bears, like, they did something. Like, they fucked up some stormtroopers, you know, that's something. The Porgs do nothing. They're just to be cute. So that's kind of stupid and annoying, and it feels like, oh, we'll just put them in to sell merchandise. You know, so the kids can go, oh, look, that's cute. Mommy, buy me that for Christmas. But yeah, no, it's great. I don't know where they're going to go from here. No spoilers, but I'm feeling like Episode 9 is going to, there's going to be like a time jump, and Episode 9 is going to begin a little bit later, and they'll have to fill in some blanks and stuff, but we'll see. No spoilers, spoiler-free warrant. It's a good movie. Another solid entry in the Star Wars series. Those first 3 prequels are an aberration. Although my husband still defends them. He says the third one is legit good, and the second one is okay, and the first one even has some good spots. But, and I keep thinking, oh, I should go back and rewatch them and give them another shot. But, I don't know. I don't think I will enjoy them any more than I do. It's too much green screen, you know? That just, it's so off-putting, and it just looks like a big CGI cartoon. It looks like you're watching a video game cutscene for 2.5 hours. These ones are better at disguising the CGI, and they have enough practical effects that it all feels like a real world, like the way the original Star Wars trilogy did. These also feel like real physical spaces that are inhabited by real actors, and not like the prequel trilogy where it's a bunch of people running around on a green screen and everything is CGI. There's entire scenes in there that are CGI in some of those pictures. I will say one thing though about the grand bad guy, the Grand Emperor guy, not the Emperor, he's called something else, the Supreme Leader, that's what they call him. he's all CGI, and I'm like, they do a good job with the face, but the hands and the arms and stuff, the clothing, the fabric, not really. And I'm like, couldn't you have done like an actor and then just like wrapped his head in green, fabric, and then just green screened, and then just CGI'd the head onto him so that his hands would move properly and touch things properly and the fabric would move realistically? Because it's better than the CGI villain Steppenwolf in the Justice League movie, but it's still just not quite there. And they clearly put all the effort into his facial animation and making that detail look really good, because it does look real. It looks genuine. It looks good. The rest of it is like not as much so. But yeah, Last Jedi, super great. Loved it. Looking forward to the next one. And moving on to gaming. Yeah, so with gaming, it's pretty much still just Skyrim. All Skyrim all the time. And it's funny because I was curious as to what made me stop playing it on the 360, because when I went to check the graphics on my 360 version, when I got the Switch version, as I said in the previous episode, I wanted to compare the graphics, and I saw that I was only like level 14 or 15, and I was in some inn, which I later on the Switch version discovered was the Winking Skeever in Solitude, because when I walked in there and I heard the song, I went, oh wait, I recognize this. Okay, this is as far as I got in the Switch in the 360 version. Although I don't know what else I did around Solitude, but like I've done way more in the Switch version. I'm like level 28 now, so like I'm like twice as far in the game as I got on the 360, which I know is partially due to the fact that the Switch version is portable, so I can play it traveling upstate for Thanksgiving. I can play it in the bedroom when my husband is watching something on TV. I can play it on the train to and from work. I could play it at lunch at work, which I haven't actually done yet, but I could if I wanted. I could play it wherever. So I know that's giving me more time to play it than if it was just a home console where I can only play it on my TV, and then only for a little while after work or before bed, because there's, dinner and TV and whatever. So it gives me more opportunity to play, being that it's also portable. But it's kind of insane to think that I've gotten that much further than I did on the 360. So I actually went back and checked some of my old podcasts to see when I was playing Skyrim, and I found when I was playing Skyrim, and it made me a little misty, because I got nostalgic, because I was talking about how I took a little break from Skyrim because there was new DLC songs for Dance Central and SingStar, and it made me go, oh, I miss when there was regular DLC for SingStar and Dance Central and Sniff and Rock Band. But that was just SingStar and Dance Central. I miss SingStar a lot. But it's funny because, like, that just sort of distracted me a little. But then I would go back and play more Skyrim. But then, so I had to jump ahead a few episodes to see, like, what it was that, like, stopped me from playing Skyrim. And it was Mass Effect 3. Because obviously I need to see how Mass Effect turned out. So I was like, Mass Effect 3 comes out, everything drops, I play Mass Effect 3. And clearly I never went back to Skyrim. There must have been something else that came out after that, and I was playing that, and, it's a whole big thing. So, right now, I'm lucky because there isn't anything new coming out. Like, there's nothing on my radar that's coming out for my Xbox One, or my PS4, or my Switch, that would make me say, okay, I'm going to take a break from Skyrim now, and I'm going to go play this. I also would like to think that if something did come out, I would eventually go back to Skyrim on the Switch, because there's still a lot to do, and it's portable, and I can go back to it. We'll see. I mean, I know that there are, like, there's the Horizon Zero Dawn DLC that came out, which I really want to play. Love Horizon, so of course I want to play the DLC, but I'm not, going to put everything aside just to play that. There's also, I do want to finish Infamous Second Son, which I started on my PS4 and was enjoying, and I'm pretty close to the end, so I should just, go back and finish that at some point. That one I'm not so concerned about because I didn't pay for it, so I'm like, oh, whatever. I definitely got my money's worth out of that one. But the Horizon Zero Dawn I haven't bought yet. But I did buy the $20 DLC pack for Zelda, and have not really explored any of that. And now they have the second one, which, was the one I wanted, with the second quest. Although I've heard that it's difficult, and I'm like, oh, come on, why does the Zelda game have to be so frickin' hard? That's why I'm pretty sure I'm never going to finish it, because I'm never going to be able to even get into Hyrule Castle to fight Ganon. But it's okay. I mean, I feel like I still got my money's worth out of that game, even if I don't finish it, because I've done so much in it. But I do also want to go back and play some of that, and, check out some of the DLC stuff that I paid for and haven't played yet. And of course, there's also still, like, a bunch of, moons that I can still get in Mario, because I only re-explored, like, half of the world before Skyrim came out. So, there's that. But there's nothing, like, new that I'm looking forward to that can distract me. Just old backlog of maybe going back to. So that's not really as compelling. So I'm still playing the hell out of Skyrim and smiting dragons and exploring caves and enjoying the cinematic kills, especially the arrow ones, which are like super dynamic, and you follow the arrow as it goes and plows through the enemy, and it's super cool. So I like those. Thumbs up to those. So, like, I didn't know what to tell my husband for Christmas. He's like, what do you want? And I was like, there isn't anything that I want. Like, there's no games or anything that's coming out, or there's no game that I'm like, I wanted to get this, but I'm playing Skyrim, so I'll get it later, so you could get me that for Christmas. That would be cool, I suppose. But, I don't know, maybe Best Buy has a gift card for the Horizon DLC. He could get that. That might work. I should look into that. I don't know what to tell him to get me, because there isn't anything coming that I want. So, womp womp. I don't know what I'm going to get for Christmas. But, not next week. It would be the week after, because Christmas is on Monday. So, maybe if I do an episode next week, you still won't find out what I'm getting for Christmas. It'll be the following one. At New Year's, I'll tell you what I got for Christmas. So, come back, and hopefully I'll try to play something other than Skyrim. I could talk about Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, but I'm not playing it, so I guess there's really nothing to talk about. But maybe next week I'll talk about why I'm not playing Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. So come back again, and I will yammer on about nothing for another 10 minutes. Bye!